So if you want that armor debuff for Morphling, you need to stand on him with ET, not the Spirit.
Yeah.
That's just something that I feel a lot of people haven't really like known yet, and I mean it's not the easiest thing to know, but
it's certainly a lot more dangerous, right? Which is the thing that balances it. I mean, especially against a hero like Morphling, as you said. I mean, he gets a lot of armor from agility if he's morphed up all the way.
Yeah.
But that also means that he's hitting extremely hard, especially when he has the shotgun up and running. Unless you control him up first, then a hero like Elder Titan is not going to survive walking close enough to get the effect of the natural order aura. If that does work though, at max level, it's 100% armor reduction.
Yeah,
so
it can be great, of course.
For the base armor anyway. So.
But I think the real reason why they picked isn't because of that. That's like at first glance people think it's because of that.
No, that's just a bonus at this point.
But I think why they do it is they have Leshrac, like and like this DK, he could just like he might be in a lot of trouble against this Leshrac and ET combination. Of course, with the spin and the Nyx assassin spell, like they have a big chunk of magic damage in their lineup.
Raven securing his own bounty rune here, just also always has to spin in case they try anything fancy. Sam H actually got the one on the other side. Paladai unable to keep him away from that, so 3 bounty runes for TNC. After a decent start, he is, Tim's for now. He's sticking around in that off lane, and for now, I mean, sometimes what you see teams do against this is just block up the hard camp at the very least. So
that's what you want to abuse with him.
Yeah.
But he has gone for Stout Windlace, and I think to do this trick, I'm not sure if you need it on Radiant side, but I know you need it on Dire side. But you need boots to actually be able to stack all 3 camps.
Yeah.
So he's probably not gonna do that. And oh my God, E already.
What?
Bye bye.
Who needs stacks if you just have 2 heroes and a couple of lane creeps?
Yep. And
what else do you say to that? I don't know.
I mean, with like Morphling, very weak in lane, especially on these early levels, and that's exactly what TNC abuses.
Went for the wall first. He didn't hold the point for the waveform. It certainly did him in there, and maybe there's another opportunity. It's a big creeper coming though.
Yeah, they might dive him here.
They want to kill him again without waveform. They have to dive him right now because creeper will give him level 2, and that's exactly what they're trying. Tim's Paladai. She has to eat his way through, gets stunned up, but the creeps are now blocking TNC. Still find him inside the trees, though Sam H might just be able to finish off a few right clicks, but he does find a path outside of it. And now Envy much less susceptible with the defensive waveform being available.
Yeah, the creeps.
That was to the bottom lane.
Nicely killed them.
Pretty good.
Yeah, but yeah, the creeps, they did not help them there. If they didn't have those many creeps blocking the path there for ET, that disruptor was super dead.
Same time, if it didn't have creeps, maybe they take them power shots. Like it's goes both ways, I guess.
They would have loved them to just follow E, but no, they follow Raptor.
Oh well. Still putting on a lot of pressure here, or they have put on a lot of pressure in your levels, but now Sam H actually can't start a kinetic field. So despite Carapace now trying to do some of that extra damage, and Tim is right back to help out Envy. Yeah, he's not
so much damage.
Also super fast, so he just runs him down. And now the Poro stun onto Paladai. Sam H is feeling comfortable enough to walk back in, just off the back of some Tango region and this base region, I guess. He just get 2 kills.
He bonks hard.
Cuckoo though, he might die himself, going for that. Trying to connect the pole, keeping out though. It's no stun, but yeah, still just have enough damage. He dies in base. That's how close that was.
Annoying. And now he doesn't have TP, so it's gonna... Raven is gonna be a little bit susceptible here, all alone. They know that keep it out, so...
He sees the Juggernaut, right? He always has spin.
Yeah.
And the silence just doesn't last long enough, even if you lead with it on the Earth Spirit, that you should still be fine.
Should be super fine.
Until Paladai, until the Witch Doctor comes back. Puko in this case, of course. Paladai played it earlier, I do believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, game 1.
You see already here that it's a triple stack, I think, on the hard camp here for ET, so he's gonna get a lot of damage, and here he comes running.
To send it to the small camp, I believe, plus 81. That's going to be even more if you manage to position yourself in such a way that if it comes back, it also hits some of the heroes. Even without that, Pilar died. The stun comes through. The Stomp, not sure if he needed that one, but he gets the kill either way. Now Envy, he has to just wait for him out. He cannot continue to right-click. Is dual off lane.
It's destroying right now.
Yeah. Try and stack it up again, Envy. Yeah. He's just barely prevented it with the Greed Salter bunching up a bit. Small little wild wing.
But this is exactly what is the worry with Morph, that yeah, he's very, very strong with items, but he's also very, very susceptible to these kinds of things in lane. He doesn't really provide anything.
It's like, hey, waveform, hurrah!
Yeah.
Okay, now I don't have anything left.
Oh, my Morph is so strong. No.
No, not really. I mean, you still don't have boots. I mean, you can morph all the strength that you want, but if an angry Elder Titan is running at you with a giant amount, an enormous amount of not just damage but also movement speed, you're not getting away from that if you've already committed your waveform. So you have to be very conservative with that, cannot use it aggressively, and all of that adds up, as you said, to a very successful lane for TNC. And if you look at the others, I mean, I guess Universe is having more last hits than Raven, but it's not really shutting him out completely either.
No, I mean, all three lanes are going well for TNC. But it's not like, I mean, they're 2k behind. It's very much at 5 minutes in.
Oh, yeah.
But as long as they can stop the bleeding now, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Raven already with healing ward out. The mid lane, it's a bit of a farm fest. For the time being, anyway. Pilar die? One big camp.
But his ETS level 2 spirit now, so it's gonna be even more damage if he's able to hit someone with those stacks.
He just gets found out in the side. Run down here behind this tree line. No way to get to safety. Raven also all you use is pin, so couldn't come in to help. Meanwhile, mid Armel caught inside the kinetic field, but he's around TP from Kuku. Just back to the bottom lane, actually. Still gets cast out. Buy some more space. And Armel should be fine with the glimpse being used on the Witch Doctor, so...
Oh, he's
stunned. Coming through, though, getting too close to a bed, popping the ultimate. And that'll secure the kill after all.
That's a very big kill for them.
Yeah. Such a funny thing, though. Kuku, he TP'd in. The TP lasts 3 seconds, right? He gets glimpsed, but he got glimpsed to the bottom lane, I do believe. At least that's what the direction indicated, so... He's still TP to one lane, doesn't have to walk back and say that, okay, top lane. Have a fight here, Spike Carapace, nicely done. But they're still trying to finish off Tim's, manages to duke his way up to the north. And Sam H, he's in this. He's already level 6, so both of them should be able to walk out as there's no detection.
It's a good rotation from Abed, but yeah, if they don't get anything, it's obviously not paying off. It's actually hurting them, so... Well, Sam H, you want to go now, but Armel actually moved up here as well.
Yeah, they were thinking about it. The Sam H by himself has no hope of even touching the Dragon Knight. But with Armel being here, I mean, it's 2 points up on the Lightning Storm. It's a lot of magic damage on a rather low cooldown. Maybe they can pressure Envy a bit more if they wanted to dive, but it's a little bit scary at this point. But Kuku's going to take the opportunity to go get a bit of experience with.
Yeah, that's nice for him.
Alright, so going forward, what team do you expect to be more active in terms of getting strong around the map? As I say that, okay, it's actually the initiation of Dragon Knight with cast bouncing around. Maldic doing a lot of damage here, but the turnaround is there. There's plenty of support for Fnatic, and well, the stick charges, the natural regen, even with the Maledicts. Level 2, it's not enough to bring down a Dragon Knight.
And yeah, I think so. I think Fnatic, they're gonna move around as 4 kinda. And they're gonna let E do his thing completely until he has a lot of items. And of course TNC. Alright.
Well, nothing to see here. Let's not talk about that.
Normal day at work for Tims. But TNC, they're gonna be a little bit more of like a moving around as a team kind of deal. Because they don't like, yeah, Raven, he's of course the carry. But they want to pressure them while this morph is weak.
Sam H, he's inside the Sentry Ward, but still finds the lockdown here. They go on Sam H, so he's sending out the Universe. That's kind of nice little heal bomb off, but now. No more sustain. Thinking about the Guardian Angel, but they will not keep him safe. Gets all the magical moves. So to find 2 kills. Paladai also not out of the woods. He just, gets a kinetic field. Stomp. Should be in range. So they can just wait it out for a couple of seconds. That's all nice. DJ. Maybe enough to keep him safe, but no, there's the slows. Actually, extra reckless. TNC get 3 on that high ground defense. And that was a dangerous situation here. Fnatic, they had the Dragon Knight, bed with a DD rune even as well as his ultimate. So this tower was under threat. TNC, they'll find the right angle.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Dragon Knight. You kind of, so it's very easy to know what you want to do with a Dragon Knight in your team, but that means it's also easy for the opponent's team to know, like, that you're gonna come running at you.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what TNC abused. This combo.
Just try to get some experience top, but gets stunned up and subsequently killed. Sam H and Tim's brothers in crime.
And yes, actually TNC is going for Urn. I expect a Spirit Vessel, and a Spirit Vessel, it's the hard counter to Morph, Dragon Knight, and even Omni. Yeah. So it's actually an amazing item, this game. And if it keeps going like this, he's gonna have it early.
Yeah. So much gold coming their way here in this lane, especially now with the tower slowly but surely taking more and more damage with them just taking care of the creep base and having their own do the job for them. Same time, now we see this classic trade, Envy taking the rotation here, going into the protective hands of Universe.
TNC does not want to give this up though. Raven is staying around. Ah, he's sticking out.
Glimpse, but they still have, therefore they still get the stun off before the glimpse actually connects. Well, sure, yet another kill. Paladai being the punching back on this disruptor. Poor guy. 3 deaths in a row, really.
He's having a tough one right now. But you know, as soon as you use the, as long as you use the space created chat wheel thing, you're fine. Yeah.
Like the one thing that you say, try and absolve yourself of all responsibility.
Yep.
It's okay, guys.
Game set normal hits. Ah, short no,
sorry. Top lane, I mean, this is a quite the unlikely pushing combo. They have a catapult, so they're forcing a reaction either way. It's DJ, another rotation for Pilot Dive. He takes an Omni Slash and dies again. I'm gonna be very sad. I'm not gonna lie. Do see him too. Again, TNC with his deep wards.
Yeah, they're so good at this. That's the feeling I get of TNC. They're so good at abusing their ward vision and like getting these wards that can just win fights and games for them.
DJ. Yeah, they have their own wards, so they he saw Raven hiding behind the trees. So I knew that something was up. Sam H still finds the right click, but not the stun.
Well, the stun is a bit wonky to hit.
Now Fnatic though, they're making a full rotation.
They're aware of it.
This vision is paying for itself 3 times over. Raven's still hanging around. He's hoping Paladai walks up, and there we go.
Oh well.
I knew it was gonna happen. We all knew it.
Well, he kind of wants to kill E here. I got the morph off.
Yeah.
If he didn't get, he was morphing agility actually, so it was a little bit of a chance there for Armel, but no. But oh my god, Teams actually he has Spirit Vessel and 650 gold, so he is doing insanely well for himself. He's 600 gold more net worth than EE.
Man, that is a sign that you're having a really, really rough game. You have less net worth than the 4 position as your carry.
Yeah.
So I guess it's gonna be down to a bad and Universe to try and again, just like last game. It's not like Envy has been in that situation before. He was able to catch up on the Monkey King.
Yeah, it was pretty much this situation.
Yeah. Now TNC not letting the foot off the gas at all. They're smoked up. Not been revealed just yet, I do believe. It's the wrapping around all the way towards the tunnel.
Greedy here.
Once again, they seize the Centaur. The stun up before. I did get a more bomb. Should still
matter,
right?
Or does it?
Oh, does it? Gets away from him actually, but it's 4 heroes. Come on. Even a Morphling does not survive that.
Nope.
Maybe a Dark Willow just presses one. important TP's out. But
Possibly.
not in this game though, there's some targeted stuns, but you get my meaning.
Yep. You just wanted to make sure that everyone knows the Dark Wheel is freaking OP.
It's a public service announcement at this point.
Yep.
Gotta make sure that the Dota world knows.
Someone has to do it.
Oh, Universe. Would have been another big kill, but also a very hard one to get. I'm just gonna focus on the tower.
And Helm of Domo with Nyx Assassin, and we've seen him build it before, I think, and I like it.
Signs up, compels DJ going for the kill, but instead they find Paladai first. Sam H still protecting himself with a nice little double stun. And retreating in time, so 1-for-0 trade. They do save the tower at least for the time being.
Yeah, but yeah, this Helm of Dome, like, we saw him doing it there with the center. Yeah, like, you get your initial stun, and then you just follow it up with the center stun. And just having this creep is just good. Like, we see Helm of Dome. I don't need to explain why it's so good.
Yeah. They're gonna go again, perhaps. He's trying to keep up the pressure in this bottom lane, keep Fnatic here. Especially Envy, like he's just waiting. He's not feeling comfortable farming else anywhere on the map at this point, it feels like.
Yeah, and this thing, like the fact that they do this and Envy spends time here, he's not farming at all. Like, it's... If this keeps up, it's really bad for Fnatic. And Envy, he's going in here and he might die. Use waveform, but nah.
Turns into next assassin.
Use waveform aggressively, but it was no problem.
Have you seen this one clip of like a morphling maledicted? Oh god, what is... Okay.
Some hate.
Things. Morphling maledicted up. I think he got the kill, but then he just started shifting agility and took a giant amount of damage and still died.
I have not seen that. That sounds very whoops-daisy.
Pretty sure Envy knows not to do that.
Hopefully.
Small little anecdote.
Yeah, so Teams, he's gonna have his vessel in 100 gold. And that's when all of these tanky and Morphe and all these heroes, they're not so tanky anymore.
Especially with natural order also starting to be leveled up. This Earth Spirit, oh, this other Titan. Very, very powerful 4 position in comparison to the Earth Spirit. I mean, DJ is doing some things, but he's not had a similar amount of impact.
Yeah, he's not really hit his stride. But to be fair, like Tims and Sam H, they've been demolishing that top lane. Like, that's not a normal position for performance.
Certainly hard to catch up to, even
now they're smoking.
Best kind of plays, smoke up together.
Bloodzone on Leshrac and Spirit Vessel. I wanted to say this. I think Spirit Vessel, it's go time for them. Because that's like these heroes that otherwise had so much trouble killing, you just blow them up pretty damn fast.
It's not often that a timing on a 4 position hero, if it's not a blink attack or something, an item timing, prompt to move like that, even ahead of like the Juggernaut finishing up a Battle Fury.
Like, these kinds of calls are kind of hard to make because it's like, usually it's a blink tag or a beekeeper or an orchid, but now it's like Spirit Vessel is really good this game, so we're gonna go when Spirit Vessel is ready, and I like that. They're making sure that, you know, they know how to counter the opponent's lineup, what items they need and what not, for every single game.
Fnatic know exactly what TNC is at here. They've had a little bit of control over the real side of the map. So they just had to let this tier 1 go. But now, and that is Shadow Blade going in, initiating onto Raven. If they can get this kill,
it's a really big kill.
All the ultimates being committed, and he is... Oh, it's not enough. The right clicks, the damage is enough. Paladai does pay with his own life, but Kuku also kicked away with another stack of the magnetic, whatever it's called, geomagnetic group magnetized. There we go. But the stake charges. He'll be fine even without that Voodoo Restoration. Meanwhile, though, Sam H trying to make something happen on the other side of that engagement. Let's get caught out as well.
Yeah, so nice for Fnatic there that at the same time TNC is making this big move with their timing. They have the Shadow Blade on DK, so they're able to find that big pickoff. And of course, in the end they did lose the mid tower, but definitely worth it for them still. Considering their position right now, 8k behind, now they're 5k behind.
This is rotation here. Can they do anything with that though. I'd bet with another initiation, but that's the other Titan is pretty damn tanky. Mass TP is coming in. They're in trouble finishing him off. Now the only Slash taking that care of Pilot immediately. Bet next on this follow-up stun. Nice little stomp here. He's still dead. But can they do more? Universe does get the Guardian Angel off, so perhaps a bit of a turnover potential, but Spin.
Oh, he's not dead.
Finish him off. Raven had to walk away, so Universe, has expired. Focusing on him with a nicely placed Split Earth. And will ensure that kill as they're letting the Dragon Knight go.
And it's the pipe. I wonder why he didn't take it down. He has the pipe. And pipe against this lineup, it's super good.
Yeah.
So we really saw freaking tanky both of them were.
And what? Oh, some pings from, I believe, TNC.
Maybe DK went Shadowblade and they saw it and I don't know.
Oh well, nothing coming off that either way.
Yeah, so I was prepared for TNC to start running away with this game, but it's kind of slowed down. The goal, like it went up to 8k before. Now it's only 4k, so it's very manageable from the side of Fnatic. They do have the Morphling. Yeah. He's slowly getting his farm.
It's back on Cuckoo. Makes an easy kill. Now Raven, with the TP, even without the spin, he'll be fine as they abandon this top part of the map. They are starting to respect Fnatic. And just keep an eye on this left-hand side on the net worth. He is getting ahead. He's getting something. Almost with that Lincoln Sphere completed.
I feel that this Shadowblade on Abed is really making them fear to make their moves now on TNC, because they have really slowed down, and that benefits Fnatic a lot, I think.
Yeah.
They're gonna go for the tier 1 bottom now, though. Of course, grouping up like this, it is very good against these Shadowblades, and he just plops down a center for leaving, setting up on top lane.
Take over the catapult with the town. We'll finish that off. Trade-wise, Tim's up here actually to make that a little bit dangerous.
This is a cute move, I think, because they're expecting all 5 to be bottom, because obviously they're pushing tier 2. But little do they know, Tims is setting up, and Envy's being caught because of it.
He's starting to roll, but that Earthsplit is still going to do a lot of damage. Can they control him up long enough? Wait for him to be back now. He wants to Spirit Vessel, trying to TP out. They only use the stuns, and he was cancel the TP, so very close call there. Almost worked out, but they do keep the tower safe while getting their own.
And TNC got a big chunk of damage on this tier 2 bottom, so...
David just use a spin. Paladise sitting there waiting.
Oh, this position,
now
Paladise.
into the front lines, into the stun from a bed.
Beautiful.
DJ is there as well from Fallout to even drop the Static Storm. And, well, it's what you call perhaps an unfortunate misplay, but Armel is there. They find the stun first into the split earth. But Dragon Knight is way too tanky, and they don't even have detection from him, so they have to settle for Paladise. Meanwhile, Cuckoo gets bursted down as he walks the wrong way into that fight. 2 for 3 trade overall, another stun on Morphling, but he already has strength morph going. He even turns into the Shrek, stuns him up. Follow up from the bed. Trouble for Sam H, but they don't have the stun to follow, or the damage to follow it up with. The Shrek ends up dropping, and now that's Sam H also on the sidelines.
And it happens again. I feel this is exactly how game 2 went.
Yeah.
Like TNC, they're making, like, they're just ahead from laning stage, but slowly Fnatic is just clawing their way back into it. Yeah. And now, I mean, Fnatic is gonna be ahead after farming a little bit now, and well, it's gonna be pretty much dead even. The bed
is in the same position that Armel was in game number 1, where it's just seems like he's unkillable. Even if they do send him up, like, not even sure if they could have killed him if they did have detection in that particular area at the moment.
Yeah, and now the BKB, the Spirit Vessel, as soon as you get Vessel, you just pop that BKB and the debuff wears off.
I mean, they keep killing Paladise. So, but if that's the only one you're killing, it's not really going to get you anyway. He has 1300 net worth, which is sad for him, but also means that he's not really giving up a huge amount.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks to keep dying, but it's not that bad. Like,
they're fine. SMH make the rotation up top.
Do they know that there are
sentries in this area?
Pinging.
Oh, Shan. Super low already. Now, but he can't go for the Shadow Blade. Can't go for the snag play. So Aegis being taken by Raven.
And now there's gonna be a Crimson Guard finished very shortly on Universe as well, which means you're gonna have Crimson and Pipe. So their 5-man is gonna be very potent.
Yeah.
And I really feel like TNC, this is slipping away from them.
They certainly have to do a little bit more to stabilize. Roshan getting that Aegis on a Juggernaut, certainly a good step in the right direction. At the very least, will buy him time to finish up a few items here, like the Manta style that he's looking at. Samh, he does have his own Blink Dagger now, so I really like that item on the next Assassin. Gives that secondary form of initiation. That's
See, Pilot die again.
more reliable, certainly, than just walking in and invest. The silence is there immediately, but they will find Pilot Die. Does interrupt the ultimate at the very least from the Witch Doctor, so the rest of his team can move in as Cuckoo. Start healing, getting a glimpse back, but DJ he blinks forward with a big magnetize. They have to try and get out, but roll in, triple stun. DJ is making it happen. They finish up one. Envy trying to catch up themselves as TNC. They're being baited in a little bit, trying to turn on DJ and being diverted towards the north side rather than going straight towards their base. Looks like they'll still make it as there's no further catch potential.
If they didn't have the healing ward up there, that would be a lot of damage on them.
Yeah. What's this healing ward doing?
Yeah.
Is it still like?
It's
there's no Rubik in the game. Like there's no way to stall it. Why are they not killing it? I don't understand, but they're still doing a good amount of damage towards the tower. And you know, what the hell is happening here? Pilot dies again. No, that's nothing new, but it's Armel in return, and that is a Corliss Shrek.
They start to think that Pilot is just a free kill, but little do they know, this is when it starts to bait. This is this master plan all along.
Yeah.
Like they're just gonna think it's a freebie, but now they're gonna make trades every time.
You kill our disruptor, we kill your core. Good exchange as far as Fnatic's concerned, and well.
And this morph is getting big. I mean, he's slowly getting big, very slowly, but especially Abed, he's Orchid soon, and he's becoming a big problem for them.
Yeah.
And yeah, on top of that, there's a freaking Morphling in the game to worry about, so.
Gonna get harder and harder to deal with. With that Lincoln Sphere, I mean, what is that actually going to block? Like Lightning Storm, the Yule setup from Armel, I guess?
Yeah.
Block Snick Stun, I believe.
No. Mana Burn.
Mana Burn.
Look up here. They have Aegis on Raven, so this could be a bad time.
Being baited in again, the stun on Pilot Die still gets the open off. The Omni Slash time bounce through, but here is the Crimson Guard. Nice little stomp into that first splitter. Oh, they forced that from away though. The Universe is absolutely fine. Raven still spinning, but they're not damn sure dead. Armel falling again, and now Raven, without any sort of defensive utility, might just give up the Aegis. Cuckoo trying to do what he can, throw something on the cast. That seems like too little too late. Nice stomp though, they still want to fight the Samh with a sudden another spin before the Aegis can even come out. They dropped the Dragon Knight, and that was the big hero. Universe only now with the Guardian Angel TPing out under that. Do they have another stun? They do not.
Ooh,
even the shot golems, he could have used them perhaps. As they were picking it out, but
wow, I thought that fight would go really badly for TNC there.
Don't even lose the Aegis. Still have another minute on it. I thought Raven was dead there for sure.
Perfect Echo Stone with the Nyx stun, and they just managed to turn it around.
Tims, if you don't call him the MVP this game, no matter what happens, then I don't know what's going on. Because right now on TNC, they're not wasting any time. They realize perhaps
the healing ward
that there's no.
Can I get a glimpse?
Healing ward down, maybe they think twice, but they wanted to try and get something if they could, knowing that this Dragon Knight is down and he wasn't coming back. I mean, yes, the Orchid completed, so nowhere near enough money for a buyback.
We also see this Crimson Guard and Pipe on Universe. It's doing a lot of work for Fnatic. Like, it really makes them very tanky against all of these Leshrac and even the Juggernaut, Omni Slash and everything. It's super good itemization from Universe.
Completely soaked up that Omni Slash. That was level 3, so normally you expect at least.
I mean, he doesn't have that good of a, like, he has Battle Fury Manta. He doesn't provide that much damage yet. When he gets 1 or 2 more items, that's really when he's gonna start being scary. But of course, the Morphling is also gonna get more items. He has a BKB now. He was BKB Lincolns.
Also very defensive items, but if do those items actually allow him to stay agility morph so he can right click?
I mean, it allows him to stay agility morph longer.
Yeah.
But of course, if he starts being focused by especially Omni, he's gonna have to start more Jagger.
Yeah.
But Abed, he's the big one for Fnatic right now.
Yeah. Link Dagger for Omni is that's one way to get in. Make sure that you can stay behind without being initiated on and get your spells off. Okay, decently common item on Omni Knights.
Yeah. And
Mix Assassin with the Eon Disc.
that's interesting. Maybe he wants to frontline a little bit or something. But I also think the Blink Dagger, like, furthermore than, you know, just a... It's a little bit like the Unlord in Game 2, that he went Blink just to be able to provide his Crimson Guard and Pipe as soon as his teams needs it.
Yeah, I mean, Nyx Assassin is... like, he's sort of similar to a Sand King, just with the line stun, like being able to multi-heroes, and it's on a rather short cooldown, 14 seconds, so if you can stay alive, you can get that out multiple times. So that would be useful with the Aeon Disc, kind of trying to ensure that. And it also kind of makes sure that if you're kind of scouting ahead of the team in this, you run into a sentry you get initiated on, you don't actually die, so the rest of your team perhaps has the opportunity to walk in and take a team fight.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that, yeah, he's gonna basically be a meat shield kind of deal. Be as annoying as possible, and hopefully this Aeon Disc will make him be alive. Teams has a gem now as well, so they're gonna try to... I put it on Samage now, so they wanna just control the map as much as possible. Yeah. They realize that, hey, we're not really gonna be able to end this before Morphling is big, necessarily, so let's just try to... yeah, get a bigger map, get a bigger part of the map ours, so we will outfarm them.
Yeah. Like both teams might be heading for a clash. Amel not quite there. Well, Envy also only now starting to make his way down.
Smoked up. Walk around.
What's the path now for TNC? What's the prediction? My prediction is like this.
Yeah, up here, exactly. They're so smart with these smoke paths. They never take the obvious route. Always the sneaky ones.
Right, well, when we walk towards the lane or just all the way around. That's where DJ is farming, but run to Universe, that's a big kill, but it gets him Blink out. Whew. That would have been big.
Warning will Pala die.
Aldo, Pascal in the field, finds a stun, Paladai is dead, alright. Static Storm can try into zone, but not really all that successful. BKBs now from both sides as a bet, trying to do something, but doesn't quite have the support of his team. Still enough to keep Armor running. DJ blinking ahead. Extra stun there on Juggernaut to prevent the Omnisurge from coming out. He's still on it. They're trying to finish him off, but now with the stomp, silence on a couple of heroes, so DJ is trying to control him up as much as they can. Guardian Angel on top of the BKB from Envy. They have to kite him around as much as they can. And with the Death Ward in the middle of that, yeah, they actually...
no one is
still alive. No one is dying from either side. But now Savage, they still have the Omni Slash. They're bouncing through. The cast! It's bouncing back to Envy. Still has to wait for him to get it off. He can. Off to the side. Blink ahead from Raven. But dodges the stun there with the spin and they get the kill. Envy. They find him in the end. After everyone has casted almost all their spells.
Wanna push bottom.
No one ended up dying. Wow. How did that work? Did just play keep away from Abed?
I actually don't really know what happened in that fight. They tried to focus Universe, but he was managed to... yeah, they didn't burst him time. He used Guardian Angel, and then, I mean, BKB just runs slow, and when they're out, it's super scary for both sides. But I actually don't know where did Abed go in that fight.
He was running down Armel. He was BKB'd up, so Armel was right-clicking him and trying to chase him away, but barely did half of his health points worth of damage. Now, it's the first tier 3 of the game falling on the side of Fnatic. This is another one of these games where it looks like, oh, Samage needs support stuff or something. Gets stunned up, but they don't feel comfortable going and taking the fight without Envy. He doesn't want to buy back either. 15 seconds on a clock, but that does mean that they have to give up the racks. They get the glimpse though. All right, BKB.
Worth.
Yeah, that was the 9-second charge. So hey,
it's not bad, but definitely worth it to use that BKB.
yeah, it's much better than your life for sure.
And now this Juggernaut, we said he's not that scary with the Battlefield Manta, and Blink, it doesn't make him scary, it makes him possible to, you know, take the engagement better. But he's close to his next item, and that's gonna make him really scary. This Ioscadi or Battlefield Butterfly seems to be deciding between the two.
Yeah,
it's gonna make him pack a lot of a harder punch. And Envy, this, if I looked at this item build, I would not guess Morphling. But that's a wide BKB Linkers. I mean, a lot of people are experimenting with the new Morphling. What's the best build?
very late as though.
Yeah.
Oh, now okay, just down inside Roche. Envy dodges it. But
he's here.
They know exactly what's going on now with the Earth, but it's so hard fighting around every time. And Roche has to initiate onto DJ in the side with the spin coming through, but Guardian Angel on the Crimson Guard, trying to keep him alive, but he's still fine. And now the Guardian Angel, everyone's BKB'd up. With the instant buyback as they isolate Sam H, Spike Carapace makes things a little bit harder, but he does get stunned up and brought down. 1-for-1 trade with the buyback, maybe 1-for-2, because of course Piladai does not have a lot of ways of surviving there, only with boots and a wind lace.
Still Omni slash up for Raven. All BKBs used. Actually, Armella's BKB as well.
Yeah, kept him alive in the last fight. And with the glimpse.
So right now, TNC is definitely stronger because they didn't use their BKB or Omni slash. Whereas Fnatic, they used everything and they used buyback on DJ. So definitely scary for Fnatic to fight right now.
Taking a Roche. The team of the Elder Titan is prepared for it.
Bottom lane, meanwhile.
God, yeah, of course. It's going to push in, get rid of some of these buffer buildings, might make a high ground push later a little bit easier. Or putting a timer on Fnatic. Both Piladai taking care of it. Means that they have to retreat. Perhaps TNC, they confirm that no one's in the Roche pit. Still hanging out here.
The good thing for Fnatic there is that they did get Gem back from Sam Edge, so if that to work with now.
Yeah.
Pressed on Fugu, so this will die pretty fast.
They see him. Stunned up though, it gets by Carapace off. DJ needs to repel, cast still bouncing around.
It's like very cute and necessary play from DJ, I think. If Jagger gets that DD, I mean, they're gonna get Roche for sure. They cannot fight into a Jagger DD, but they might get it anyways here.
See that, but yeah, it's... Storm trying to zone him out. Shan dropping lower and lower. Can Fnatic make the play that they need? Play of lifetime here, they're trying. BKB got held. Raven snatched it. Dyer got the last hit, but now with the spin, he's just fine.
Very good planning game.
From Sam 8 as the BKB times out. The first down Envy immediately with the Elder. Everyone is dropping, and our universe is no exception. Piladai, ironically enough, the only one who makes it out of that.
Or is he?
Is he? Elder Titan trying to run him down, but he's too far away for the time being. But how much does that really matter? As I say that, all right, they cannot let him live. Armel just straight up TP's in. Poor disruptor, barely getting past 1,000 net worth.
This is over. They're gonna get megas, or even go drone.
What a huge team fight.
These Sam Edge stuns and these storms, and oh, they're just putting the best usage to the spell. Like
the timing, how can you have a sense of timing like that? Because I'm pretty sure that Sun was coming out just after a bad BKB expired.
Yep.
And Envy, I don't know, he didn't get the morph started before a stun either, I don't believe, because he just evaporated.
Yeah.